What happens when the blue cities in this country that consume most of the beef that the United States consumes each year get fed up with large beef producing red states trying to rig the system with gerrymandering and redistricting to save the House in the upcoming midterm elections? Well, the result is not going to be pretty for cattlemen, and I'm going to explain that to you today. Hey guys, my name's Will. This is the Back 40, and let's talk about it. Now, this video is going to upset quite a few cattlemen. Some of you are going to snicker. Some of you are going to deny that this is going to happen. But the truth is, it's already happening. There's a national movement underway right now, just at its beginning stages, to stop buying beef in order to punish Texas for what they're doing with gerrymandering. There's only one big glaring problem for cattlemen everywhere, and that is that the food supply doesn't delineate between beef raised in Texas and beef raised in other states. Unless you're buying directly off the farm, you don't know where your state came from. So to pull this off, people in blue cities that are tired of the games being played to prevent their votes from counting are going to punish all cattlemen by buying beef at lower rates altogether. First of all, let me throw some facts at you about beef consumption. Lest you think blue cities aren't responsible for the majority of beef consumption in this country, Hoard's Dairyman pointed out a couple of years ago that out of the top 12 beef consuming cities in this country, 11 of those are overwhelmingly blue. You heard it here, overwhelmingly blue. The fact is, blue cities, even in red states, blue cities are the primary consumers of beef. And the blue cities aren't happy. The bottom line is the president's underwater in every polling category that we measure. Even in immigration on the border, the president is double digits underwater. And all of the polling shows that the Democrats look really good in the next midterm election. Not only in the House, hell, the president's even made it close in the Senate, just like he did with his horrible policies during his first term. So what are the Republicans doing? Instead of changing their policies, coming up with new ideas, they're going to try to rig the system in the midterms by redistricting and gerrymandering in Texas and possibly other red states to make it nearly impossible for the Democrats to win enough blue seats to kick them out of the House. So very loudly over the past few days, there's been a national movement growing amongst Democrats and independents that don't support gerrymandering and rigging the system. And that movement is to stop buying beef. Now, we have a problem on social media. If you're on the blue side of the wall, you don't see much media from the right side on your FYP and vice versa. So if you're a Republican cattleman and you're on social media, odds are you may not have seen the movement that's unfolding out there. But the bottom line is there are a lot of people that are saying, I'm not buying beef anymore in order to punish the state of Texas. I get asked about it at least 30 to 40 times a day over the last 2 to 3 days, and the movement is only growing. Now, if you watched my video a few days ago, you know that the president just placed a 50% tariff on Brazil. And he did that to help out his buddy Bolsonaro down there. And it didn't exclude beef. So we've already got Brazilian beef coming in this market to drive down beef prices, increasing in price and driving up the price at the grocery stores. The net effect of that is already we were seeing a trend where the American consumer was moving away from beef to other proteins like poultry and pork just to save a little bit of money. Well, now they're fired up. They're sick and tired of the shenanigans. They're sick and tired of the games. And in blue cities across the country and in blue states across the country, they want to make their voice heard. And the way they want to do that is to stop buying beef. And the net result is cattlemen are going to see those per pound prices on the hoof drop. Now, Republican cattlemen, this next piece of information is directed directly at you. You can prevent this from happening. And the way you can do that is by picking up the phone and letting your elected red state representatives know that gerrymandering is wrong. Surely this is something that we can all agree on. In a state where the vote is split about 56% to 44%, can't we agree that there ought to be a balanced number of House members representing that state in the U.S. House of Representatives? Do we no longer believe in the Republic? Do we no longer believe in one person, one vote? Do we really support the shenanigans that are happening right now? Are we that buried in the gotcha moment that we're willing to sacrifice our own economic well-being in order to play games to keep control of the House? If we are, then we deserve whatever we get. That's the bottom line. But we can prevent it, and here's how we do it. First, we need to do something really unique in this country, and that is look out for our own best interest instead of the best interest of those people that have conned us. We need to be texting. We need to be calling. We need to be emailing. We need to be showing up in person to let these elected Republican officials in the state of Texas know that as Republican cattlemen, you don't support the gerrymandering move. And if you do that and you prevent it and you stop it from happening, you might be able to stop this national movement in its tracks. Or you have another option. You can laugh it off. You can snicker. You can post videos on TikTok saying how crazy Will is, or making fun of the libs in the blue cities. And as you see those beef consumption rates go down and the prices drop in the grocery stores and the need for more beef off the hook disappear at the packer level, then don't be surprised when you see your prices drop. And just think about what that's going to mean. Just think about what that's going to mean. If you prevent this from happening by doing the right thing, the market tells us that if we can get the president to quit placing these stupid tariffs on foreign countries in the area of agriculture, we might have 2 or 3 more good years of high beef prices. Think of the equipment paid off, the cattle loans paid off, the kids we can send to college, the medical bills that we can pay off. Cattlemen have been waiting for a long, long time. I got out of it before it got good. You haven't. Save it. Keep it rolling. Keep it going by putting politics aside and calling the Republicans that you elected in the state of Texas to tell them that what they're doing is wrong. If you don't do that and they move ahead and they do what it looks like they're going to do, then don't blame the Democrats in blue cities when you see that per pound price drop.